Okay, it's official. Cointelegraph just came out and stated that Tonga is going to copy El Salvador's bill making Bitcoin legal tender. It says former MP. Now, I did a video on this a while back talking about, they were thinking about it, but now they're actually going to be going through with this process. Now, in a ruling that's almost identical to the El Salvador bill, Tongan bigwig Lord Fasusis anticipates this country could adopt this Bitcoin as legal tender by November. Now, another domino is lined up to fall down the route to a Bitcoinization. And on Wednesday, a former lawmaker of the Pacific Island nation of Tonga shared a play-by-play approach to adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. In a series of tweets, Lord Fasusis, former member of Parliament for Tonga, released an ETA for Bitcoin becoming legal tender in Tonga, copying El Salvador's playbook. The move could onboard more than 100,000 Tongans onto the Bitcoin network. And this probably is going to make Bitcoin go up quite a bit, not just this alone, but there's more and more countries now that are thinking about adopting this as legal tender. Now, in the 5-point plan, the chairman and the Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption describes the adoption plan. This is a process. Number one is the September-October, the bill goes to Parliament. They're planning on passing it. And then the second step is to send it to the Palace office for submission to the Majesty of Royal Assent. And then the third step is going to be the HM is going to advise on the Privy Council assents to bill. And then the fourth step is they're going to get the Gazette by government activation date set. And then they'll make it legal tender. So in a follow-up comment, Fasusi said that the bill is modeled on and is almost identical to the El Salvador bill. The announcement sowed in seeds for questions, predictions, and outright jubilation from Bitcoin Twitter. Before the Tongans set the record straight, he enthusiastically replied that the timeline for Bitcoin becoming legal tender could happen as early as November or December this year. And in 2021, it's widely speculated that Tonga would become one of the next countries to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Of course, I had a video that came out, like I said, on this, and speculation then reached a fever peak following a podcast Lord Fasusi undertook with Bedford-based Bitcoiner Peter McCormick. Then during the conversation, the then member of Parliament shared the remittance case for adopting Bitcoin as legal tender, and he said the adoption would provoke a disposable income increase by 30%. With that extra 30%, some people are going to be saving it rather than putting it in the economy and stacking sats. Now, Tonga is a remote island nation and relies upon remittances from countries including like Australia, New Zealand, the United States. The International Finance Corporation estimates that Tonga receives more income from remittances than any other country in the world, contributing up to about 30% of household income. Now, furthermore, while the Tongan population numbers just six figures, the Tongan diaspora is vast. The International Organization for Migration estimates the Tongan population living abroad at around 126,000, up from around 18,000 Tongans in Australia. The remittance use case was one of the primary drivers for El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. According to the World Bank, Tonga's remittances as a percentage of gross domestic product is substantially higher than El Salvador at 39% versus 24% respectively. Now, remittance aside, the Lord brought domestic advantages for adopting the open source protocol. He agreed that Tonga could create a Bitcoin circular economy, and that it's one of the few instances in which being a sparsely populated small island kingdom is a big advantage. Now, when the island's internet infrastructure was brought into question, the Tongan claimed internet and smartphone penetration exceeds 90%. The World Bank's most recent figures about 5 years ago in 2017 showed that Tonga was at 50% internet penetration. Now, bringing the islands online may take some time, but Fasusi is adamant about his country and Bitcoin's future. Also, folks, if you would like to legally get your income taxes to zero or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days to do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and also the notification bell next to it. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.